You understand what I say? Hold on the people. Yeah, so Andre Stevens, why may I tell you? The man rub out every Warmington. Me I talk about if you see it, you see it. If you don't see it, you miss it. But I'm here to bring the audio to you because I'm not at home. Mighty God of Daniel, man. What me mean said there was no F given. None. None whatsoever. There was no respect. Nothing. Alright, look on the thumbnail. Just look on the thumbnail. When you look on the thumbnail, ladies and gentlemen, you understand exactly what I talk about. Yeah, man. The man say them fi flush out Everald Warmington. The man say, yo, the man, me obviously allegation because me never did it. But what Andre Stevenson, even people in the chat was saying, say allegedly. The man say allegedly. No, I'm not saying allegedly. So Andre Stevens is confident about what he's saying about Everald Warmington. Now, I will say this. I've heard things. I have not repeated those things because, you know, they're allegations. And they're so damning and so nasty and disgusting that I'm like, wow. So one human being could not be this. I mean, wow. How is Everald Warmington? If these things are true, and I'm saying if because I don't know, if these things are true that Andre Stevens is saying in this audio that I'm about to play, ladies and gentlemen, how in the world can Andrew Ones and his government explain having that type of individual as well? Then again, when I look at the Avengers of you know, may I give them a new terminology? The Avengers of the illicit, or the Avengers of the no integrity. When I look at it, they just brought back somebody that allegedly beat his woman with a chair, a whole chair, you know, a stool, you know, violence, you know. Whether they want to say that individual got therapy or whatever, you know, in America and other places around the world, if a politician was to do something like that, they could never be in office. We're living in a world where they say woman empowerment. We're living in the Western world where they say woman empowerment and, you know, supporting women and all of this. And a man is on video doing that, right? You have an ex-brethren now. I don't remember his name. And I'm so sad that I don't remember his name. But his history, Royal Reid is one of them. His court case, you have an ex-brethren. And if you go down the line, you have this lady where she just get charged by the Integrity Commission in court for, she pretty much admitted to it and she was charged with a little bit of money. But the fact of the matter is and then you have Darrell Vaz. His reputation in the street is not good. Just by hearsay alone, it's terrible. Those things need to be verified and come to light whether it is true or not. But the people that are saying these things are saying it with such conviction. As a person on the outside looking in, you would have to admit that them cannot tell so much lie. In your mind, you said, them cannot tell so much lie upon one somebody. You ever hear the saying what them say? Damn, what's that saying again? Yeah, I forgot that old saying. But anyway, let's get into what Andre Stevens said, ladies and gentlemen. Share the live, share the live, share the live, share the live. Patrick, where you going, my brother? Share the live, ladies and gentlemen. No, sir. I'm afraid. Listen, I was in shock last night when I was listening to Andre, you know. Because I came home in the wee hours and I was listening to Andre. Because when I was on the road, I was in the noise I couldn't hear. And so it had missed me. Something say while I was making some thumbnails and stuff, you know, something say, Go and listen to Andre, because I don't listen to Talking Mind TV already. And something say, yo, go and listen to Andre. And hear what Andre said, because me know say the first part of what I was hearing, you know, with Portland and so what he was talking about was good, you know. But then when I started to listen, Bridget, I was laying down, I was like, when me hear him say cockroach and flush up. Yes, hold on there. That everyone want me to matter about? Bridget, make we hear the audio. Make we hear the audio. Mighty God of Daniel, no sir. What can go so? What can go so, ladies and gentlemen?
Last night, Jamaica, I heard the utterances from one of the cockroaches.
You see how that start off? Last night. When him say cockroach, I'm not gonna lie. Don't listen to me. I thought he was going to address Darrell Vaz. Alright? That was my first initial thought. So you can imagine my surprise. Hold on.
I heard the utterance from one of the cockroaches. Or the bulldog.
The bulldog.
From Old Harbour. And I'm particularly concerned because these utterances, and there's no one to rein them in, is particularly worrying. Listen to the cockroach out of Old Harbour yesterday at a political meeting.
Listen to this. Man, I'm trying to tell you, boy, Andre was dealing with them bad.
Did not come from the hypocrisy and Blackona. That pattern started, PJ, from a black man time. I'm a black man and then fearless. And then kill Siaga, say white. He was never from a slave owner. And they are one white, one young, and these assholes. Come with them every and talk them what have you. Let me talk, I don't think you can muzzle me.
You know, one of the things that in that clip, because it's the first time hearing it, it was last night, after saying the things that he said. And Father God, if I've ever fall short in this manner, please forgive me. If I've ever used those language that ever Warmington used, and then utter the word, the Lord is my shepherd, please forgive me, Father God. Can you imagine? Him just call the man and the people them these colorful words, and then went to the Lord is my shepherd. You know, sisters, that brother I want special POS. No, seriously. And him is a lodge member, because I hear him say it in a parliament, you know, say him have lodge Tuesday, you know, or Wednesday, or whenever, you know. So him can't go meet up with the youth, the him name Abka him name Zane. And I said to myself, say, oh, hold on, guys, tap the screen with your finger like this. Tap the screen with the finger like this to hit the like button. And I said to myself, say, no man, this can't real. This can't real. Listen to it again. Listen to every Warmington again. Listen to this.
Did not come from the hypocrisy and Blackona. That pattern started, PJ, from a black man time. I'm a black man and then fearless. And then kill Siaga, say white. He was never from a slave owner. And they are one white, one young, and these assholes. Come with them every and talk them what have you. Let me talk, I don't think you can muzzle me.
So, after saying that, These a-holes is coming with them every. Everett Warmington said, the Lord is my shepherd. What?
They call me racist and they put on TV and all that all them effort. But I don't give a hell what they want to say. I don't give a rat's ass what them say.
Joel Wagwan.
I talk the truth. Nobody can muzzle me. Look, that party, I wouldn't call the name of my mouth to contaminate my mouth. They give Edward Star.
You know, Godson, what you deal with? The man say he won't even call the PMP mouth, the PMP 9 mouth, because I don't want to contaminate his mouth. But this man's mouth is a walking contamination. A beer filth come out of it. Just pure filth. Trash, rubbish, scum, germs come out of his mouth.
Hell! Then they get Edward Saga, my white man, and all that shit. Okay? And those hypocrites embracing this descendant of slave owner. Okay? The Master.
I really think that Mark Golden should sue. I really do. Because you see, Darrell Vaz are off his mouth about this and that. And I encourage minister to sue and this and that. Well, I'm encouraging Mark Stewart to sue. You keep saying this about slave master. Prove it. Prove that Mark Golden's family is descendant of slave masters. Prove it. That's what you should do. Yeah. That's what you should do. Prove it.
The Master.
You say him is a walking toilet. A walking toilet to true. No apology. Full of shit like crap to be like.
Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody. Man or woman.
Jamaica. 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 You think that this is the level of nasty, diabolical, desperate, low, disrespectful undertones coming from the Jamaica Labour Party? And you would have expected that this morning the private sector, the church, the fourth estate of the media
Listen.
would have called
Listen.
this out to say, stop it. You would have expected that this law in the political landscape would be condemned. But this is the kind of politics that we must throw away. We must dash it away. And we must broke it up.
Broke it up.
But this is not being broken up because it is being enabled and there's no one calling it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I am not going to go down the road with this cockroach, grass mite. I'm not going to look at this chink and dog flea.
Hey!
But there's something that they don't understand and they're not getting. This is enabled by Andrew Holness and his cronies.
Yes.
They have let go the dog on us. They have let go the mongrel on us. And the mongrel walks with chink and flees Jamaica. And this mongrel, this big green mongrel, must be put aside. There is no way this nasty, dirty, filthy mongrel could be operating and saying the things that he's saying without the sanction of his party.
No way. What's it?
But the mongrel don't understand that the argument is not resonating with people.
No,
and the mongrel not understanding that the more he says it, is the more people are turned off by the Jamaica Labour Party. Continue talking mongrel because I hear them play one song and you are the biggest chichi man in Jamaica. And I don't understand how you did beside Boogeyman. And then when them play the song, you as the biggest chichi man they talk. You as the biggest chichi man where you know the things you have done to many of Jamaicans. You know dirty chichi man, nasty mongrel man. We prefer take a
whoa, 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 whoa. This is where it got real crazy. Yeah. He doing what? Andre, not my word. Am I what? Chichi man? Wait a minute.
They don't understand. And they're not getting.
Listen.
This is enabled by Andrew Holness and his cronies.
Right.
They have let go the dog on us. They have let go the mongrel on us. And the mongrel walks with chink and flees Jamaica. And this mongrel, this big green mongrel, must be put aside. There is no way this nasty, dirty, filthy mongrel could be operating and saying the things that he's saying without the sanction of his party. But the mongrel don't understand that the argument is not resonating with people. And the mongrel not understanding that the more he says it, is the more people are turned off by the Jamaica
This
Labour
is true.
Party.
This is true.
So I'm going to say to the mongrel, continue talking mongrel, because I hear them play one song and you are the biggest chichi man in Jamaica. And I don't understand how you did beside Boogeyman. And then when them play the song, you as the biggest chichi man they talk. You as the biggest chichi man where you know the things you have done to many of Jamaicans. You know dirty chichi man, nasty mongrel man. We prefer take a white man than a nasty, filthy man like you who have done the things you have done to many little children in this country. Nasty, dirty chichi man, you need to stop it. Yeah man, I can talk and I will talk. I can talk and I will talk. Nasty, filthy man. Nasty, dirty man. Why you don't talk about why the lodge man them lock you down from Grand Cayman? What you did to the children, what you did. You must talk what you did to the people them pick me in a Grand Cayman.
What? The people them pick me in a Grand Cayman? Listen to me, people. Listen, I wish you guys could have seen me last night. I wish you could have seen my facial expression when I heard this the first time. Grand Cayman, Lodge, and Pitney. What him do to what? Let me play that back.
Nasty
No, this person just came in the chat a while ago just to earn a block. Big up yourself. One comment and you're gone. You big dummy. When I can never go over Andre Stevens, you got to call him, that way you call him a while ago. And even if, I'm not saying, but even if he was that, And he has experience with Everal Warmington. You ever hear them say Fisherman Garcia and tell her, see, look, you have to believe them? Yes. It's like when you forget about Andre Stevenson's story that he told about Everal Warmington going to his house and what proceeded afterwards. It's not my word. The man said the man ejaculate on him foot. Not my word. The world know this. Anybody will watch Andre Stevenson know this. My mother told me about it. You understand? So she showed me the clip basically when it happened. But I wasn't really following YouTube at the time. I was like, whoa, who is Everal? I didn't even know who Everal Warmington is because we never follow politics. You understand? So for him to repeat this and even go into more detail, I never knew about, well, I heard about something in Cayman and Lodge. But you know, when you hear things, it just go through 1 year and you're like, whoa, and you go through the next. And you just leave it alone. I mean, even carry it from my show. But for Andre Stevens, ladies and gentlemen, to be on his platform and going in, and you could see him holding himself back. Even though he was angry, to me, if you watch it the live, he was holding himself back to not go all the way in, telling all of the things them. But he said enough. That's all I'm telling you, right? He has said enough. My goodness. Wow. This is crazy, man.
Turned off by the Jamaica Labour Party. So I'm going to say to the mongrel, continue talking mongrel, because I hear them play one song and you are the biggest chichi man in Jamaica. And I don't understand how you did beside Bookman. And then when them play the song, you as the biggest chichi man they talk. You as the biggest chichi man where you know the things you have done to many of Jamaicans. You know dirty chichi man, nasty mongrel man. We prefer take a white man than a nasty, filthy man like you.
Listen, Everal Warmington is not in Mark Golding's league, and it has nothing to do with race. It has to do with character. It's not even close. What he has exhibited openly, stuff that has come out of his mouth, his behavior. Everal Warmington is not in the league. I mean, there's levels. You have the Gully League, and no disrespect to the Gully, I'm just saying. Gully is where grime and dirt, scum, mosquitoes and them something they build up. Alright? When the water settle. Good? Yeah, so me just say. You have the Gully League of attitude. You understand what I mean? And then you have the Blue Mountain League of Attitude, where you look over the ocean and you see the wonderful scenery, smelling the clean air, you know, so you can have a clean heart. That the league there, Mark Golding is on right now, until otherwise proven otherwise. You feel what I say? So him not in him league B, like, come on B. Come on, let's stop it.
Take a white man than a nasty, filthy man like you, who have done the things you have done to many little children in this country.
Children?
Nasty, dirty chichi man, you need to stop
Chichi
it.
man? What has he done to the children, Andre?
Yeah, man, I can talk. I can talk and I will talk. I can talk and I
don't know if you know, say, you might talk, not my word. You understand? Because I don't know nothing about them business.
will talk. Nasty, filthy man.
Wow.
Nasty, dirty man.
Wow.
Why you don't talk about the why the lodge man them? Lock you down from Grand Cayman. What you did to the children, what you did.
Look
you must talk what you did to the people them pick me in a Grand Cayman. Talk about that.
Wow.
Talk about that.
Wow.
Talk about that. Why must I use allegedly? Those are the things they must stop.
Listen.
You must talk what you did to the people them pick me in a Grand Cayman.
Listen.
Talk about that. Talk
Nice.
about that. Talk about that. Why must I use allegedly?
So, people in the chat was saying to Andre, use allegedly. The man said, why must I use allegedly? So he's cognizant, he's aware of the fact that he's not saying allegedly. So he means what he's saying about the children and the touching up. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you know, have to stand up in the comment section and tell me what you think about this. You tell me what you think about this. What can go so? If these things are true that Andrea Stevens is saying, and I have to say if again, I don't know about them business. If these things are true that Andrea Stevens is saying, how in the world is Everald Warmington in government? And I will go as far as to say this. Everald Warmington has shown me enough in his behavior. Just off his behavior alone in the public on platforms that would make him disqualified from being a member of parliament or being a member of my party. If I was a party leader, Everald Warmington behavior would not be tolerated at all. He's a bad apple that spoils the bunch. I'll say that much. Yeah, just off his attitude alone. So when Andrea said this now, I'm like, children, Lodge, Barbados.
I can talk and I will talk. Eh?
We can't just make that slide. I have to go back.
With people. And the mongrel not understanding that the more he says it, is the more people are turned off by the Jamaica Labour Party. So I'm going to say to the mongrel, continue talking mongrel, because I hear them play one song and you are the biggest chichi man in Jamaica. And I don't understand how you did beside Boogman. And then when them play the song, you as the biggest chichi man they talk. You as the biggest chichi man where you know the things you have done to many of Jamaicans. You know dirty chichi man. Nasty mongrel man. We prefer take a white man than a nasty, filthy man like you, who have done the things you have done to many little children in this country. Nasty, dirty chichi man, you need to stop it. Yeah man, I can talk. I can talk and I will talk. Eh? I can talk and I will talk. Nasty, filthy man. Nasty, dirty man. Why you don't talk about why the lodge man them lock you down from Grand Cayman? What you did to the children? What you did? You must talk what you did to the people them pick me in a Grand Cayman. Talk about that. Talk about that. Talk about that. Why must I use allegedly? Those are the things they must talk about. Filthy nasty man. Time for them lock you up and put you away. Time to them lock you up and put you away. You are a filth to Jamaica. You are a garbage to Jamaica. You have not contributed anything that is meaningful to Jamaica. You have not been of any. You know Jamaica is just the truth me attack and call it what it is.
Why, Deb? No, sir. Your man said, why him should use alleged? Guys, I have 146 of you watching. Please tap the screen 2 times like this with your finger to hit the like button. Please, thank you. Should have at least 100 likes. Alright, just tap the screen. Now, and the donation link is pinned at the top, at the bottom of the comment section. The Zelle is there, the PayPal, and the Cash App. No, and big up Prudence again for that wonderful donation last night. Wow, big up Prudence. But my goodness, the man said, "Why should I?" Andrew said, "Why should I say alleged?" And he said, "Jamaica, I'm just telling you the truth." He said, "Jamaica, I'm just telling you the truth, not my word, not my word." Not my word. All right, ladies and gentlemen. He totally went off last night. Totally.
What it is.
Totally.
So when I hear your line of argument, when I hear your line, you know you can't sue me.
Big bad and brave, boy. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Hey, Andre say you can't sue me. People, When me tell you say this not normal, the man now say allegation. I want if you not hear me I say. The man not say no allegation and the man say, oh, you can't sue me. It's just the truth me attack. If Everall Warmington don't sue Andre Stevenson, he's supposed to resign. And Andre and Andrew Owens and the whole Jamaica Labour Party. Any well-thinking Jamaican should be looking at them like, wait a minute. So Andre made these damning statements about Everall Warmington. And Uno will have sue. Nah sue Andre Stevenson. Then I go on. Is there any truth? Or is it the whole truth that Andre Stevenson was saying? Ladies and gentlemen, we have to ask these critical questions. As somebody from the outside looking in that don't know nothing about them business, just hearing these types of statements from Andre Stevens. If there isn't a letter coming from Everall Warmington, lawyer, a cease and desist, immediately, like to them is supposed to see one letter come out on the media, say Everall Warmington, hear the statements of Andre Stevens and he's suing him. If I don't hear Everall Warmington suing Andre Stevens, we have to look at the entire Jamaica Labour Party with a side eye. Because these are not no normal allegations, ladies and gentlemen. As a matter of fact, he's not saying it's an allegation, he's saying it as a fact. And the man now take back in talk, and the man say, you can't sue me. People, what can go so? Make me play that one little part there back. No, sir.
And call it what it is. So when I hear your line of argument, when I hear your line, you know you can't sue me. You know the kind of filth you have done to many children in this country. Many youth in this country. You know, dirty man, what you have done. So go pack up yourself and go find yourself and go flush yourself in a one pit latrine. You's a national disgrace and you must be thrown away and dashed away because you is an epitome. You are an epitome of a shit cesspool tank. Andre says so. And I say it without no apology.
Listen, I'm sorry, I never have my sound effects them. This is worthy of a bomb. This is worthy of a ball out. We got Selena in the building and Mel Dub. What up, Mel Dub? What up, Selena? Exodus say, me they are wait for the cease and desist letter to Exodus. Come on. Come on, Exodus. A man cannot say this about a member of parliament in any country. The man say he's not apologizing. He's not apologizing. He's not saying it's alleged. He's saying that Everall Warmington has touched little kids. Respect, Meldub. Right? He's saying that Everall Warmington has touched little kids in Cayman. He's saying a lot. He's saying a lot. I've never heard anybody in the media come out and talk about a member of parliament like this. And they are not saying alleged. No, listen, Exodus, I have to emphasize the point. I have to emphasize the point. Because some people slow enough. You understand what I say? And some people don't get it. So you have to like, you know tough head people, man. You know, so we have some tough head people. Alright? So the man said, him say so, bro. Yo, the man is not apologizing. The man is, wow. Nelson, big up. No, sir.
You know, Jamaica, it's just a truth me attack and call it what it is. So when I hear your line of argument, when I hear your line, you know you can't sue me.
What?
You know the kind of filth you have done to many many children in this country,
Phone transfer,
many
big up.
youth in this country. You know, dirty man, what you have done. So go pack up yourself and go find yourself and go flush yourself in a one pit latrine. You's a national disgrace and you must be thrown away and dashed away because you is an epitome. You are an epitome of a shit cesspool tank. Andre says so. And I say it without no apology. So talk you want, talk Jamaica. So what you want to say. I want to stop use this racial slur argument about slave owner. Talk about the many you have abused psychologically. Talk about the many you have assaulted.
No, listen. Again, if what Andre is saying is true, what is the difference between Everal Warmington? If what he's saying is true about Everal Warmington, what is the difference between Everal Warmington and the slave masters of the past? Slave masters raped our men, slave masters raped our women, and in some instances our children. So what is the difference between, and those things are very serious, as in the psychological trauma that a young boy or a man being demasculated in that manner. These are very serious cases. These are not things you can just look past. And I'm very ashamed of the Jamaican people that might have knowledge of what Andre Stevens is saying and still support a man like that. Again, this is all if what Andre is saying is true enough. And this is why, if I don't see a cease and desist come from Everal Warmington for Andre Stevens, I am going to be looking at him with a whole new lens. Yeah, I'm going to be looking at him with a whole new lens. No, you cannot. I would not allow somebody to defame me, knowing that these things are not true. Yeah, you would have to lawyer up quick. Dennis, how you doing? Elga, salute. You would have to lawyer up quick if you ever mention me in that manner. I don't play with my integrity. You're mad? Yeah, man, you would have to lawyer up quick, man. Very, very quick. So, if I don't see that, and I think all Jamaicans should be looking out for it. Celine, how you doing? What going on? T-Hone 2020, what going on, bro? Big up. Blessings. What's up, man? Yeah, man. Let's continue. My goodness.
Talk about that. That them for tell you to talk about. Nasty filth. Jamaica filled with tired of you. It's people like you. People like you. Cesspool. Many like you. That need to be.
No, Exodus, I did mention that Andre had a story that he told about Everal Warmington, this ejaculating on his foot. Again, I wasn't there. That's between them. How in the world? How did he not sue him at that point? As a matter of fact, thank you for mentioning that again. How did Everal Warmington not sue Andre Stevenson for those utterances? Does that validate what Andre Stevens is saying, that it is true? And for the people that heard that before I heard it, and you're still supporting Everal Warmington, and the JLP still supports all the things that he's doing and have him in their government. See, listen, there's levels to this, you know. So, say for instance, you're a homosexual. That's your preference. You're grown. You want to sleep with man. That's your business. You get me? But the kids, the children, there's no difference between that and a man that is a heterosexual that touches a little child. It's no difference. You are a POS. You're scum, you're trash, you're filth. You are filth. You understand? So how is it? We have to go back to the point when Andre tell the story the first time. How is it that you heard Andre say this about you? I don't remember if it's years ago or how many years ago. And he never sued him. Everett Warmington to me is compromised, ladies and gentlemen. That's my opinion. This don't look good. This doesn't look good at all. Whoa. When I see that he didn't sue Andre, that's when I believed everything. See, this is where I'm at with it too. I know Andre is not only, this is a triple down. Because it's several different allegations Andre stated in this video, this audio and video that I'm playing right now. The only reason I'm saying allegations, again, I wasn't there. But Andre is not saying allegations. The context of what he's saying is he's stating it as a fact. He is stating it as a fact. And this man is in government? No, sir.
You have abused psychologically. Not talk about the many you have assaulted. Talk about that. And that them for tell you if you talk about.
Wow, assaulted?
Nasty filth. Jamaica filled with tired of you. It's people like you. People like you. Cesspool. Many like you. That need to be taken off the backs as parliamentarians and dash away.
Wow.
What I must calm down for? What I must calm down for? I talk what I talking. And time is now, Jamaica, for we separate ourselves. Separate yourself from the cesspool. Too much of we give him relevance in this country. PSOJ can't make him. Oh, where is the powerful PSOJ? Where is the church for condemn the cesspool?
Talk about it.
Where is the church to condemn the cesspool? Everybody missing and the cesspool operating. And him stink up the place, Jamaica. Stink and nasty and filthy.
Wow.
Big waff dog. Time for you come down. Time for you come down. Time Jamaica come. So we tell this nasty cesspool. And I'm sure many Jamaicans will come to the agreement that it's time now, man. Jamaica Labour Party are not allowed to unleash the nasty filth, the mongrel. But remember, Jamaica, if the mongrel bite you, you are likely to catch rabies. And I'm sure none of us here don't want to catch no rabies from that filth.
Mighty God.
I'm sure none of us want to catch rabies from that filth. So me I said to you tonight, dash ready filth. Tell you what, the cesspool clean. Clean it out and tell him to run it away. Too much now, Jamaica. Too much now. I'm stand by my word. Too much nastiness from this filth. We come and come size up yourself with good, decent, law-abiding citizens in this country. Too much of you now. Too much of you. And the time is now that you must be rejected and stopped, passed, and dashed away. As a matter of, one of your own members say flush out. In truth, man, you must be flushed. Your boogeyman friends say you must be flushed out. So when you talk about flush, it's you them talking about. You ought to be flushed out. Damn rude and ring. And many people in your constituency know what you have done to them children. It's through them free chant. Many of the people in your constituency would want to talk about how you have you mash up the psychology and many of the young people them.
Wow.
in your constituency. Many are...
Wow. Guys, tap the screen. Just tap the screen like this. To hit the like button. Wow. Wow.
them. But it's because them afraid to come out and talk.
Wow.
But the time has come. Nasty, dirty man. Somebody needs to put you away. Somebody needs to say too much of you now. Somebody needs to say too much of you now. I'm not playing the video again, Jamaica. I'm not playing the video again. I remember one of them say, in disrespecting, you know what, when we think about it. When I think about it, the filth needs to be rejected and dejected.
Wow.
This filth, Jamaica. This filth. This filth needs to be rejected. Who agrees with me, Jamaica? Too much now, man. Too much now.
Sheesh. Mighty God.
Too much now.
My goodness.
All out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland.
Where say Arlene, the Lord has removed their candlestick. Why? It seemed that way. Well, I won't say it seemed that way. Prophetically, that is what is being that is what has been prophetically said. You know, a lot of these gentlemen in Parliament, I don't know if they are aware, but they have been warned.
Portland. Why am I traveling to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
You know, so I'm going to listen to.
That's what I'm saying. I stand by my words. I stand by my words.
Wow. Wow.
I stand by my words.
That is crazy.
Too much now. This cockroach needs to be rejected.
Jesus.
This cockroach, Jamaica. And I stand by my words. Because the Parliament of the land, the builders of the country's legislations and laws should not be cockroach.
Mighty God of Daniel. Big up Andre Stevenson, brother. I tell you. This one has a Mark Golden drop a bombshell.
In terms of cost reimbursement, put them in a position to adjudicate that matter.
Investigate the police officers.
Want me here being treated fairly?
Because they are
Make me hear what Marky G have to say now.
They are protecting the people of Jamaica. But it's unfortunate that the National Security, the police commissioner, don't want to protect the people of Jamaica. It is a damn shame.
If you feel aggrieved about the report, put the material, point to the commission to where the specific issues are, and expect them to treat you fairly. And I would support.
Oh, he's talking about the Integrity Commission. Oh, I gotta play that back. Wait a minute. Hey, what's up, Nora? Salute to you. Bolo, that is why Chuck don't want to put out the sex registry. Okay. Thank you for saying that. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Okay. Wow. Wow. And that's not my word. That's somebody in the chat saying that. That is their belief and they're entitled to their opinion. Wow.
If you feel aggrieved about the report,
yeah,
put the material, point to the commission to where the specific issues are, and expect them to treat you fairly. And I would support you being treated, anyone in here being treated fairly. What I will not support is any attempt to undermine the legitimacy of the Integrity Commission, any attempt to undermine their powers, or their mandate. I think it's very important that we avoid doing that. And no matter how much you want to hold, it's not going to affect me. You know, I said and I maintain that I've noticed a trend for the government members in Parliament through the Oversight Committee or the committee that's reviewing the Integrity Commission to seek to dismantle its powers in some ways that would, I think, neuter it and make it ineffective. I caution against that. I think the Integrity Commission needs to be nurtured as a young institution and supported so it can fulfill its mandate of trying to eradicate corruption in this country, which is one of the most serious problems this country faces.
True.
And I think it's very important that Parliament not send a signal that would be interpreted by the wider public as suggesting that we are at odds with that motive. Now, insofar as fairness to individuals is concerned, I think it's important that individuals be treated with fairly. And where the Integrity Commission transgresses in that regard, I expect them to correct that in an appropriate manner, as they have done with this addendum. To the extent that the member for St. Mary, Western, feels he has not been treated fairly, I expect him to put the material before the Commission, which would put them in a position to adjudicate that matter, and they can respond accordingly. But it is important that the Integrity Commission see fairness as part of what is their mandate. On the other hand, anything to do with reducing their powers, curtailing the scope of their investigatory mandate, their prosecutorial mandate, will not have my support. I am very much in favor of that institution being empowered to do its work, because corruption is a problem in the country. We have seen a lot of it over the last several years. As for the Leadership Code of Conduct, I was sent it, I signed it. I encourage the Integrity Commission to allow the members of the Shadow Cabinet to also sign it. They said that they don't have a problem with that, and most have signed it. And I don't see why the other side is resisting addendum addresses.
Whoa, you hear that? Why is the other side resisting to sign the Code of Conduct? The Leadership Code of Conduct. Jamaica, you guys don't see a problem with that? No, me I talk to the Labour right them. The Labour right them. Me no think, let me see. Have I seen, me buck up on a few sensible Labour right we can reason. Me not gonna lie. You know, some of them honest, them will tell you the truth. But for the large majority, even in my comment section, the arrogance, the lies, just the blatant lies. The other day, our brother was on the chat. He was being respectful, but he was just lying. He said that Andrew never called himself bro God. But Andrew have a Facebook page that is the most honorable bro God. Andrew is on stage at a conference, I think it's 2016 or 2020, that he's saying the most honorable Mrs. Bro God. So not only did he accept the deity energy of being a quote-unquote bro God, but he's even deifying his wife, Juliet Holness. So they have run with it, ladies and gentlemen. And people want to come in my comment section and say, oh no, it's not true. He never did this and he never said that. What? Like, why are you guys just lying? Tell the truth. You guys are worshiping a man as something that the Bible says you should not do. You should not worship any other God but God. And you think that you guys are not going to get the wrath of the Most High? Listen, man, you must be joking. You must be joking. That is one sin that I know God don't play with. Worshipping any other entity but him. Yeah, man. I saw you get rid of him. Right? And then back to the Code of Conduct. Why wouldn't a government that claims that they want to have transparency and good governance and integrity. Why would a government that wants all of that would not want to sign the code of conduct? Why wouldn't they jump at it? Why would they try to limit the powers of the Integrity Commission? I am glad Mark Golding has clearly put his stance on it. Let's continue.
The other side is resisting. Addendum addresses an objection to the content of the report insofar as it, in a misleading way, omitted evidence that was given to the Commission. And they have chosen to issue an addendum to respond to that. And as it happens, they agree with that criticism and they have corrected it in relation to them.
Yes, sir. We are missing the point. Who is the head of state of Jamaica? I would say the governor, and the governor represents the king. You know.
Matters raised by that person. In relation to the rest of the report, which largely affects the member for Western St. Mary in his then capacity as minister, the addendum says the Director of Investigations sees no reason at this time to disturb the remainder of the report of the former interim Director of Investigations. The report had been done by a predecessor. So what I read that as saying is that based on the material that they have seen or heard, they don't see any reason to change their ruling on those matters. It is for the member to raise those issues with them in a convincing way if he feels aggrieved, as was done by the person who they have responded to here.
My wisdom warriors, me did have to bring on down memory lane because on know say the government and Jeholdness and the whole regime are try undermine, well not even try, they are undermining the Integrity Commission, you understand, for exposing the truth and speaking the truth. Look at Dalrymple. Marisa Dalrymple was the former House Speaker. And look how she come out and say, I'm innocent. I see a tell lie upon me, one bag of something. And look what happened to her now.
Yeah.
Look what happened to her now.
Exactly, Hassan. King Charles is the head of state. Right. But you see, what is happening in Jamaica is what really happens politically all around the world. They use certain tactics. It's chess. So Everald Warmington comes out and disrespects Mark Golding. That is from the same, well, not from, but his father is from Britain, right? He's British, right? England, right? And so he is British by default. You would have to denounce it, right? So what they have done, they have focused on that and used this argument that, oh, we don't want a slave master to be the prime minister. But you see, only an ignorant person would say something like that, you know, because in time immemorial, historically, the house slaves did the most damage, in my opinion, to the slaves. Why do I say that? Because they facilitated the catching of slaves. They snitched on the movement. They told the master, oh, they are planning this. When the slaves were trying to derail the slave master and burn down them property and all of these things, who you think told the slave master to prepare because this was coming? The inside man. Who you think took down Marcus Garvey? A black man. A black man that was given a badge by the FBI or the CIA, I believe, infiltrated the all-black movement and planted some phony-ass thing on Marcus Garvey. And that's how Marcus Garvey was derailed and the movement was derailed and he was deported. The people who are the slave, the house slaves, and I call them the house slave, all of the government now is house slaves. Because remember, and that's my opinion, Andrew Holness is a member of the Privy Council. He serves the king. So what is Everett Warmington talking about? We have a prime minister right now that serves the king. The same slave masters that Everett Warmington is saying that Mark Golding comes from. We have a house slave in Andrew Onis that serves the king. And all you have to do is read the pledge that he pledged to the king to know how much he's in service of the king. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot make this up. You can't. You can't make it up. You just cannot.
No, she has been charged. But the thing is, me see them out here and amend. But one thing me not see them a change. Why? Una no set because una always hot. Una always hot, you know, for the people of Jamaica, for the citizens of Jamaica. Una always make some drastic decision and I take a piece out of the people them and I talk about how much years them are going to get in a prison if them disobey the law. So how me not see una nothing for the politician them.
Thank
so when
you.
them thief and lie, them spend life in a prison.
No. What is happening is that they're doing the reverse. Marlin Malawu Fort and Andrew Wallace government in their infinite wisdom has decided to throw the suggestion in there to take out the impeachment out of the Constitution. They're trying to reform it and take out impeachment, which means that politicians will not be held accountable in Jamaica for any crime that they are proven to have committed based off that against the people, like illicit enrichment and so forth. That's what this government is doing. One of the things that they're trying to do.
Petition them, so when them thief and lie, them spend life in a prison. How me not see una amend these things? How comes una not amend una legislation about these things? Marlin Malaho, were you there? Me not hear you talk about this. Me not hear you talk about this. When it come to Jamaican people, una want to make the worst decision about the Jamaican people, but when it come to the politician, them get away with everything. No Sankey can sing like that. Nothing can go so. And we, the Jamaican people, we have to stand together. We can't go on like say we don't have no sense because we know exactly what they are doing. This government, Jamaica Labour Party, do not want to get rid of corruption. And we can see that. Openly, we can see that Jamaica. You understand? If you have a prime minister that is corrupted and his administration that stand behind corruption and they are all the same as the prime minister, what do you think are going to happen to the country? Talk truth. Where there is corruption, we will never prevail. We have to get rid of corruption. We have to get rid of corruption. This is why we have to stand with Mark Golding. This is why we have to stand with Mark Golding. Everybody can see that Mark Golding, a real G. He have a clean heart and a clean hands. Who can see that? And Andrew Wallace knows that he might go to prison. So he must fight till the very end because a whole heap of things them do behind the scene, you know. Whole heap of things them do behind the scenes, my wisdom warriors. And enough people not talk now. You understand? But when Mark Golding win, then you not go see. Andrew Wallace try everything for hold on for leadership, for run Jamaica because him knows say out for go prison. You think he know? Him knows say Mark Golding and somebody to play with. Him know that. I remember when Mark Golding never did talk a lot because I know so Mark Golding is a man of the law. So Mark Golding never did talk a lot. The whole of them used to laugh and say, that the man they don't know nothing. That the man they didn't choose to be prime minister. Look, and this a man here right now, a hot up Andrew Wallace's head. This a man here right now, a hot up Andrew Wallace's head. That's why Andrew Wallace want to continue to lead Jamaica. But we can't allow Andrew Wallace to lead Jamaica. A pure lie Andrew Wallace tell. And he not be truthful to UNO. He is not being truthful to the Jamaican people. You understand? And we're not going to find out, you know. We're not going to find out. And the things that Andrew Wallace is this good man. Well, you see, UNO Jamaican people, UNO not learn. Uno no learn. Uno same man used to ball out. All of the things that Andrew Wallace used to do to Uno. Uno no remember. Uno forget. But Uno like to learn the hard way. Uno like to learn the hard way. Seriously, but I do not know. Something is really wrong with you. Something is really wrong with you. But all well-thinking Jamaicans, we have to do the right thing. We have to get we act together. We have to get we act together. You understand? And stand firm. Because we know Andrew Holness' plan. Andrew Holness is going to wreck Jamaica. We don't depend that because it started already, you know. And you know, so the economy not grow. You know, so we're in a recession. You know that. This is why World Bank give you 192 million US dollars. You just lie to the people of Jamaica. Lie. And you just, why, may I tell you? Poor soul them, you know. They just not know, they just not understand.
Hey, big up at our Press. You know, so the budget debate are going. Budget debate at right now, no?
And I would like to extend a special welcome to the members of Minister Williams' family, members of the Diplomatic Corps and representatives of the international organizations, union representatives, representatives of public bodies, members of the St. Andrew Eastern constituency, representatives from the public sector, those who are joining us online via the various social media platforms and PBCJ live stream, to all the guests in the gallery, and particularly so many women who said, we are coming out to listen to the presentation of our historic first female Minister of Finance. Welcome.
So they make this about a woman being the first Minister of Finance. But Andrew Holness never recognized Portia Simpson Miller, who was the first female Prime Minister of Jamaica. You know, it amazes me. It really does. It really amazes me.
House Leader.
Madam Speaker, I'd like to join you in welcoming members to this historic sitting of the House, as you have correctly stated earlier, that at this sitting history will be made.
Like up a live no people, man. Give me 120 likes, no? We have 200 people pass through and we only have 48 likes. So no like up a live, brother.
Madam Speaker,
like up a live.
Join you in welcoming the members of the Diplomatic Corps who are here with us in the gallery, to welcome the members of the international and multilateral community who are present here today, the members of the great constituency of Eastern St. Andrew, who are also here in the gallery, and members of the media and the numerous individuals who are joining by virtual means today as we stream live across the world for this historic presentation. Madam Speaker,
16.
I'd like also to welcome the members in the well of the House, senators, and also a former member of this chamber who is here with us today. Madam Speaker, as is customary, when the appropriation bill is to be presented, we carry through our agenda as quickly as we can to facilitate it. And so in that vein, I would invite you to proceed with the agenda as stated. May please do.
Statement by Minister. Announcement.
Laid on the table of the House are the following: Economic and Fiscal Assessment Report of the Independent Fiscal Commission for the financial year 2025-2026, Annual Report and Audited Financial Statements of the Ports Management and Security Limited for the financial year 2020-2021, Annual Report and Audited Financial Statements of the Postal Corp for financial year 2022-2023, the Segregated Accounts Companies Forms Regulations 2025 under the Segregated Accounts Companies Act, report of the Standing Finance Committee of the whole House of Representatives, consisting of all members of the House, Ministry Paper number 9 of 2025 entitled Revenue Measures for the financial year 2025-2026, and Auditor General Department's Certified Appropriation Accounts under the head 72,000C under the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development for the year 2022-2023.
It's brought from the Senate.
The following is a message from the President of the Senate. To the Honorable House of Representatives, I have the honor to advise the Honorable House of Representatives that on the 28th day of February 2025, an Act of Amendment Counties and Parishes Act to declare the city municipality of Portmore the 15th parish of Jamaica and connected matters was passed without amendment. The Honorable Thomas Tavares Finson, President of the Senate.
Thank you. Petitions, papers, reports from committee. Minister of Finance.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I beg to lay on the table of the House a copy of the report of the Standing Finance Committee of the whole House of Representatives, consisting of all members of the House, on the estimates of expenditure 2025-2026 for the financial year ending March 31, 2026. The Jamaica Public...
No, I must say, she come out strong. Favour Williams come out strong. She not sound like she a talking her throat. You look like you exercise, you do her gym. You look footwork, you know, you come like you bring up her voice, make shit. So Andre, you have to take back that. Big up Andre Stevenson, big up Ada Vipers.
For these estimates of revenue and expenditure for the year ending March 2026. The content of Jamaica Fiscal Policy Paper for the financial year 2025-2026. The medium-term debt management strategy for the financial year 2025-2026 to the financial year 2028-2029. The revenue estimates 2025-2026 for the financial year ending March 31, 2026. The Jamaica Mortgage Bank estimates of revenue and expenditure for the year ending March 2026. The public sector consolidated estimates of expenditure for the financial year ending March 31, 2026, and the tax expenditure statement 2025.
Thank you, Minister. Notices of motions given orally. Minister of Finance.
Madam Speaker, I beg to give notice that at the next meeting of the House, I will move the following. Be it resolved that the report of the Standing Finance Committee of the whole House of Representatives, consisting of all members of the House, on the estimates of expenditure 2025-2026 for the financial year ending March 2026. The Jamaica Public Body's estimate of revenue and expenditure for the year ending March 2026. The Government of Jamaica Fiscal Policy Paper for the financial year 2025-2026. The medium-term debt management strategy for the financial year 2025-2026 to the financial year 2028-2029. The revenue estimates 2025-2026 for the financial year ending March 31, 2026. The Jamaica Mortgage Bank estimates of revenue and expenditure for the year ending March 2026. The public sector consolidated estimates of expenditure for the financial year ending March 31, 2026, and the tax expenditure statement 2025, which was laid on the table of the House on the 11th day of March 2025, be approved. Madam Speaker, I further beg to give notice that at a later stage today, I will move for the suspension of the standing orders to enable me to take this motion. Madam Speaker, I also beg to give notice that at the next meeting of the House, I will move to introduce and have read a first time a bill entitled An Act to Apply a Sum out of the Consolidated Fund to service of the year ending on the 31st day of March 2026 and to appropriate the sums granted in this session of Parliament.
Thank you, Minister. Questions and answers to questions. Motions that may be made at the commencement of public business requiring notice. Motions relating to the sitting of the House. Motions for leave to introduce bills. Presentation of bills without leave of the House first obtained. Public business. House Leader.
Speaker, in keeping with the order paper, I would recommend that you invite the Minister of Finance to now take the motion in her name as stated with regards to the report of the Standing Finance Committee.
Minister, give me a moment, please. Members in the gallery, those who are visiting the Parliament today, just a small housekeeping reminder. You are not permitted to clap during the sitting of Parliament at all. No disturbances at all. And for those members who are seated here in chamber, just a reminder, Standing Order 34, you may refer to it as it relates to interruptions, and particularly our custom in respect of our budget debate. The member on their feet will be heard uninterrupted. Uninterrupted. Please refer again to Standing Order 34. Let us now make welcome Minister of Finance and the Public Service. So, Minister, no reports. You can pause. Members, you'll have that to do again. Members, you'll have that to do again. Minister, proceed.
Hey, them are hype up favor still, you know.
Madam Speaker, I now move for the suspension of
Nehru.
the standing orders to enable me to take the motion regarding the report of the Standing Finance Committee, notice of which I gave earlier.
Those in favor? The question is, the minister has moved for notices in respect of motion in respect of the Standing Finance Committee, which she gave earlier, be made. Those in favor? Those against? The ayes have it. Minister.
Madam Speaker, as we all know, the subject of the budget debate is the appropriation bill. But before the debate commences, the report of the Standing Finance Committee tabled today must be adopted. Therefore, Madam Speaker, I now move that the motion for the adoption of the report of the Standing Finance Committee, notice of which I gave earlier.
Going to Walden University really helped me a lot. Sometimes you can't have a say if you don't have the paper behind you. I knew I had to get
it. House Leader.
Madam Speaker, this Honourable House would have taken note that on the 11th day of February 2025, the Minister of Finance and the Public Service gave notice of that at the next meeting of the House, she would move to introduce and have read a first time a bill shortly entitled the Jamaica Teaching Council Act 2025. Madam Speaker, I now seek leave of the House to withdraw the bill.
Is it the wish of the House that the bill be withdrawn? Those in favour? Those against? The ayes have it.
Madam Speaker, I now beg to move for the recommittal of agenda item presentations of bills without leave of the House first obtained to allow for the tabling of the appropriations bill.
The question is for the recommittal of the agenda item, presentation of bills without leave of the House first obtained. Those in favour? Those against? The ayes have it. At presentation of bills without leave of the House first obtained, Minister of Finance and the Public Service.
Madam Speaker, I move to introduce and have read a first time a bill shortly entitled the Appropriation Act 2025.
The question is that the bill be read a first time. Those in favour? Those against? The ayes have it. Clerk.
A bill shortly entitled the Appropriations Act 2025 read a first time.
Minister of Finance.
Madam Speaker, I beg to give notice of second reading of the bill. I further beg to give notice that at a later stage today, I will move for the suspension of the standing orders to enable me to take second reading of the bill and to commence the budget debate.
Thank you. Public business. House Leader.
Madam Speaker, the historic moment has arrived. I now invite you, Madam Speaker, to request of the Minister of Finance to commence the debate. May it please you.
Thank you, House Leader. Members, let's make welcome to her feet for her first presentation as the Minister of Finance, our first female Minister of Finance, the Minister of Finance and the Public Service.
Madam Speaker, permission to speak from a seat other than my own.
Permission granted, Minister.
Madam Speaker, let me take this opportunity to acknowledge members of the Diplomatic Corps as they celebrate Diplomatic Week. Let me acknowledge as well members of the international organizations, unions, public sector, media, those online. Let me acknowledge as well all the senators who are here today. Let me take this opportunity to acknowledge my husband, Leo, of 35 years.
No, Fairval Williams married, you know. Why, rough. Fairval Williams is married, you know, ladies. What I go on to do now? What is my boy there? Mama. Oi. What is? Remember some of the panel life. No, I know your business. I people in your business. Fairval Williams married, you know, people. Fairval Williams married. I just want to make that sink in. 35 years.
And our two daughters and family members who are watching online from the United States. I want to acknowledge as well all the people that when we grow up with in a Ty Dixon. The very rural, subsistence farming community in which I was born and where I went to Miss Ivy Long's basic school and the government's Ty Dixon primary school. Some of them from Ty Dixon are here to support me. One of their own who has come from among them to the position of the first female Minister of the Madam Speaker, my greatest sense of gratitude is to the Ty Dixon Seventh-day Baptist Church, at which my father served as a deacon for many years. Madam Speaker, there was absolutely no story that I and my brothers and sisters could concoct and tell our parents that would cause them to say, oh, nobody go to church today. Even if we had to go to church on a stretcher, Madam Speaker, we had to go. Thank you, Ty Dixon Seventh-day Baptist Church. For instilling lessons that continue to shape my character and guide my footsteps. Madam Speaker, let me also acknowledge all my colleagues in Parliament this afternoon. And let me again say thank you to the Prime Minister for his faith and confidence in me in appointing me to this position. This Prime Minister, Madam Speaker, is a Prime Minister who has appointed women to occupy many high positions in government. In his cabinet are the most women of...
You know, this is my thing. This entrance speech screams politics. It screams, they're just doing, this is a photo op. They're milking the first finance minister being a female. That's all I'm hearing. And they're taking a bit of time doing it as well. Because I have it sped up. This is and praising the Prime Minister. Listen.
Any other government, including the first woman Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade that Jamaica has seen.
Listen, why do they do this? And they can't win the argument, you know? Portia Simpson Miller was the Prime Minister of the country. The JLP has never had a female president ever do that and beat the PMP. When I go tell you about finance minister and all these other things, it's not that impressive. The highest level you can go in a political party as a female or an individual, Portia Simpson Miller went in the People's National Party. And she was supported by many men. So why are they milking this thing? Yo, it is sad, bro. Yo, they really looking weak out here, bro. This is sad, man.
The Prime Minister is also appointed the first female cabinet secretary. And the first female head of the Armed Forces of Jamaica. One of only 2 women to hold that position globally. Across government, several women also hold important positions, such as permanent secretaries and heads of departments. And so I say, Madam Speaker, what a Prime Minister. What a government, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I'm very aware that I stand on the shoulders of all the women before me who have occupied high offices in government. Today, I am grateful.
Mention the biggest one. Portia Simpson Miller. I bet you never mention her. Because you guys don't care about women. You only care about it looking good for your party. You only care about making it sound good for the election. Distasteful, desperate, and disgusting. Honestly.
For the opportunity to be a voice for our women and girls. To my women colleagues in Parliament, I appreciate your support every step of the way. I could not end my gratitude without saying thank you to all those in St. Andrew Eastern who allowed me this opportunity to represent them in Parliament and to work with them for a better life for them. To my 2 devoted CPOs who traversed the constituency with me at hours when dogs prayed, I say thank you. Your sacrifice has not gone unnoticed, and I want to say thank you to your families for their understanding. Madam Speaker, let me acknowledge students who are here this afternoon from Ferncourt High School, the high school I attended, and from which I graduated. I also want to acknowledge all the students who are here from Papine High School in the constituency of St. Andrew. But I must single out the Financial Secretary and the entire team from the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service, who put in yeoman's hours to do all that needs to be done at the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service. My job is easier because of their collective efforts. Madam Speaker, there are so many other persons in government and outside of government, too numerous to call by name, that have helped me on this journey. And to all of you, my heartfelt thank you. To all I say, I appreciate all your contributions, especially your words of encouragement. Madam Speaker, this budget for fiscal year 2025-26 reflects the suggestions, the thoughts, and the ideas of many Jamaicans. Thank you for all your WhatsApp, your emails, and your phone calls. I say to all Jamaicans, we are a government that listens. We are a government that hears.
Bro, I can't listen to this no more, bro. The amount of cap that has come out of Favour Williams' mouth in the introduction of this goddamn whatever they call this shit, budget debate. Yo, did she just say that they're a government that listens? If you was listening, you wouldn't have turned Portmore into a parish. If you was listening, you would have opened up down a Portland long time. The damn place where the people them have them business I do for years. If you was listening as a government, Vaz would have defend the people them down there. If them wanna listen. Listen what? Which caring? Yo, listen, man. I just can't listen to the lies. I'm sorry. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I am pissed. Oh my God. I can't believe she just said that.
Madam Speaker, today marks the 10th budget presentation for this Prime Minister Andrew Holmes' administration. The significance of this budget is that it is a budget that is happening in an election year, but it is also a budget that comes after many years of discipline in managing the country's financial affairs. Some of this fiscal discipline initially came with the IMF US $615 million Extended Fund Facility, EFF program, that the government of 2012 to 2016 negotiated with the IMF. Madam Speaker, those early years of learning fiscal discipline by a government known as Run With It government were, in my mind, the equivalent of the then government riding a child's bicycle with training wheels. Madam Speaker, I swear I did not choose the orange t-shirt that the child in the picture is wearing. I don't even know the people in the picture, but this picture is fitting because those years were really the government of the day learning fiscal discipline. Recall, Madam Speaker, they were the ones that, despite the clear danger signs leading up to the 2002 general election, still made the decision to run with it.
So hold on there. So the PMP had made mistakes financially. So what is SSL? What is SSL? The clear warning signs of SSL was there. They were flagged previous years before, but the JLP still gave them a license and put them on the stock market. You see in Bolton, 200 other investors lost their money. A 78-year-old woman lost $60 million of her pension, almost commit suicide. Had a nervous breakdown. They have to give her a tranquilizer for she sleep. What is that? What is that? Is that fiscal discipline? You see, when you live in a glass house, you can't throw a stone, you know? Can we be honest? Unfreaking believable. This is what they did in the intro of this budget. Man, I'm sorry I'm not home. I would have had a field day with this on my computer. Over. Favour Williams showing shots. Favour Williams, we can't talk. That's sweet, man.
This picture is fitting. Those early years of learning fiscal discipline, madam.
You see, this is how I know. This is how I know that Favour Williams did not write this speech. This is how I know that somebody else wrote it for her. Because all of a sudden, Favour Williams transformed into somebody who can talk. When she couldn't even utter 2 words till our Juliet only said this in a parliament and a bully her. And all of a sudden, she is throwing shots, putting up pictures. This sounds like an Andrew Honest, right? It's a speech. I'm telling you, this is his signature all over this speech.
Inflation.
All over it.
Hypocrisy, primary school. Madam Speaker, what a Prime Minister. To my 2 devoted, especially your words of encouragement. And then Aim with the IMF US 615 million extended fund facility, EFF. A budget. WhatsApp, your emails, and your phone calls. I say to all Jamaicans, we are a government that listens. We are a government that hears. Prime Minister Andrew Holmes advocates. Some of this fiscal discipline initially came with the IMF US 615 million extended fund facility, EFF program, that the government of 2012 to 2016 negotiated with the IMF. Madam Speaker, those early years of learning fiscal discipline by a government known as Run With It government were, in my mind, the equivalent of the then government riding a child's bicycle with training wheels. Madam Speaker, I swear I did not choose the orange t-shirt that the child in the picture is wearing. I don't even know the people in the picture, but this picture is fitting because those years were really the government of the day learning fiscal discipline. Recall, Madam Speaker, they were the ones that, despite the clear danger signs leading up to the 2002 general election, still made the decision to run with it. So this is fitting. This picture is fitting. Those early years.
Hey, one of the lady them in the PMP sit down over there and I look on Fiscal Williams and just a laugh. Like she say, poor thing. Them just set you up. You're gonna get rid of them.
Of learning fiscal discipline, Madam Speaker, were the equivalent of the government of the day riding a child's bicycle with training wheels. We have come a long way since then, Madam Speaker. Since the start of this Prime Minister Andrew Holness-led administration, I'm pleased to say we have been riding a bicycle, but it's a big people bicycle. And we are balanced. We are balanced on the big people bicycle with our own weight and are managing the complexities of Jamaica's budget with its many competing demands, all the while navigating the pressures of politics.
Hey, you see, after this speech, after this speech, the confidence that they are claiming to have and how they did all of this wonderful thing for the country, and the country is in this great place. Call the election on Jonas. Me dare you to call the election today. Call it. Since I'm not so confident, call it. Because God have a blurred not awakening for you, see. You think of people, and God do it, you know. I say God have an awakening for every single one. When I go to prison, you know. Just say the Lord, you know. All of you go to prison. You don't know yourself. You remember God. There's so ice there.
I swear to you again, Madam Speaker, I do not know these people in the picture either. And why they're showing a V sign that represents... I just don't get it.
Yo, so all of a sudden Fiscal Williams turned on comedian. Fiscal Williams is a comedian, ladies and gentlemen. She is a joke. She is the laughing stock of all finance ministers. Because in her intro, she's playing politics. When people do this, what they mean? No peace. It is a normal thing that is done all over the world. You will find 1,000 or 1,000,000 or 1,000,000,000,000 pictures of people not knowing which sign to put up, and they just put up a normal peace sign. Peace. Now she's going to equate that to, oh, they rock with the JLP. And she don't know them, and it was just a random picture. And it's a sign. Uno sister Fiscal Williams a one joke. Uno sister she a one clown. Uno sister then set her up. Get bomba, that joke this. This got to be a joke, man. Look at the picture. Normal, regular thing that the people do.
Madam Speaker.
Hold on there. I thought the speaker said that nobody could interrupt the speaker when she's talking. And nobody should. So why the people over the JLP side that shout while she's talking? How you doing, Sassy? How you doing, love? Why is that? I'm going to note that, because I'm sure it's going to come up on the other side of things. Just wait.
I know, no run with the government. We are a responsible government. We are safeguarding the hard-won gains of the people of Jamaica so that...
When you hear words like safeguard and responsible, a responsible government is one who would have an account for how they spent the money. Why did the Auditor General have trillions of dollars unaccounted for? You have to ask these critical questions when you hear people talking nonsense. Why did the Auditor General, in her audits, since as you're so responsible and so much of a safeguard, and you see, this is why I say favor reliance has been set up, because these things did not happen under her, But somebody wrote a speech for her to get this type of backlash publicly from somebody that knows what is going on like myself. Why did the Auditor General have trillions of dollars unaccounted for in the Ministry of Health and other ministries? Why? If you're so responsible, if you're safeguarding our tax dollars, why is that? Make it make sense. You can say words, but then the actions behind it, it doesn't correlate. It doesn't add up. In a mix, it's like oil and water. What are you talking about? You're just talking. Yo, I can't believe this.
Their children and grandchildren can live a better life in Jamaica.
Really? Children and grandchildren?
Madam Speaker, it was only a few Fridays ago, February 21, 2025, that international credit rating agency Fitch signaled to the entire world its continued positive outlook on Jamaica and affirmed Jamaica's BB- credit ratings.
BB- credit ratings from Fitch. So why is the US government still have a travel advisory on Jamaica? A travel advisory that includes the people them to carry them own medical, medicines and stuff like that. A travel advisory that includes them to make sure that they have some level of insurance to be flown out and not go to our hospitals. If you guys are doing such a great job, why is the medical industry, the healthcare system in such a piss poor state that the United States of America is saying this in their travel advisory? Why? Yeah, bet you can't answer that.
Credit rating Fitch said its positive outlook reflects the fact that Jamaica has stronger governance than the peer median, meaning, Madam Speaker, Jamaica is above its peer group in governance. Madam Speaker, I know me say so, a Fitch International.
Jamaica is amongst their peer group in governance. Do you know that we're 44th on the corruption index? Did you tie that into the governance part? We're 44th. We have dropped down. Anything below 50 is bad. That doesn't factor into good governance. Man, listen.
Jamaica is above its peer group in governance. Fitch also highlighted that Jamaica has made significant progress with debt reduction and that Jamaica has a sound fiscal framework and, Madam Speaker, a strong political commitment to deliver large primary services.
Oh, man. Context does matter. Big up to Isaac Buchanan. Context does matter. I cannot wait to hear from Mystic Sensation. I cannot wait to hear from Anissa Belrose. I cannot wait to hear from Hot Off the Press. I cannot wait to hear from Andre Stevens. I know what Talking My TV is going to do with this. Lord have mercy. I cannot wait to hear from Aromatic TV. Yo, listen, this is content for weeks. Favour Williams' introduction speech. She not even gone in at the budget yet. The amount of lies and narratives that was put out. This is content for weeks. You can take her speech and break it up into 3 parts and debunk everything what she has said and show you with proofs and madness she talk about. Even though it is live right now, you can see the comments from the people. Rubbish. Not even part program where I registered for 2 years, don't call me. Look at these comments in the comment section. The people them is rubbishing her. The Labour right them just put up green heart. Cause you live right now, you know? Somebody said poor Favour. Look on these comments. Shanga fall asleep. At 65 years of age, this is the worst I've ever seen the road. So obviously she talk about road now. Like, yo. Yo, this is gonna be
a primary surplus.
Yo, listen, man. Favour Williams is dog food right now for the vloggers them. I'm telling you. They're gonna throw her arguments to the dog. Alright? That's how bad it is. Dog food.
It's how much money a government has left to pay interest on debt, invest in important projects, or save for the future after paying wages and salaries and other recurrent expenses. Fitch Rating Agency noted that debt to GDP has fallen from a high of 135.3% in fiscal year 2012-2013. I wonder who was in government then.
So hold on, Favour. So the debt to GDP is down. How is our productivity? What are we producing? How much is the importation amount compared to 9 years ago? Yo, see, they say these things to people that are not following up things and learning about the intricacies of the finances of Jamaica. Big up Andre Harton, right? And big up what the bridge in the name, Mr. Damn, what's his name again? Oh, what's his name again? Hyman. Big up Mr. Hyman. I forget his first name. You guys know who I'm talking. Hyman. From Mr. Hyman, I don't know me at all. Hyman. Big up Mr. Hyman. The financial guru. Big them up.
By the time, Madam Speaker,
hey, them just show Marky G and the team on the other side. They look so relaxed. They are literally laughing at Favour Williams, ladies and gentlemen. This is bad, man. Oh my God.
Madam Speaker, by the time we close, Madam Speaker, by the time we close this fiscal year, 2024-25, on March 31, 2025, we will be at 68.7. Madam Speaker, a country's credit rating is important because it reflects the country's creditworthiness and ability to repay its debt. A country's credit rating can influence investors' perceptions of its economic stability and growth prospects. Madam Speaker.
So hold on the favor. The corruption index that influence the investor them too. The fact that the Prime Minister's statutory declaration cannot be filed. You don't think that investors are afraid to invest in Jamaica because of that? You see, you guys cannot be honest on the can't seem to put all of the things them in place and paint the right picture. On the team to want to omit things when they go in the budget speeches. Why not talk about the fact that the man's statutory declaration cannot be certified and people don't want to invest in Jamaica because of it? You think that the international community is an idiot? You think that they're a fool? You think that they don't know what's going on? So we don't have to paint this picture to the Jamaican public. But really and truly, when they look on the international space, they don't think the way how you think. They don't look at it the way how you look at it. We cannot have a commander-in-chief that is perceived, appears to be corrupt, and you expect say, investors are going to want to invest in Jamaica. What type of investors are those? They must be in a skulldugger too. You think say, investors don't want to protect their reputation? Yo, listen man, this lady is, who gave her this speech to read? Obviously somebody wrote this speech for her. She was set up.
The
That's
rating
crazy.
agency noted that this government has built a record of fiscal prudence that has gained credibility in recent years.
Oh, what credibility? What credibility? Where? There is no credibility when the man cannot declare his assets. That is about finances. That's about money. It's about corruption. I have to leave it right there, ladies and gentlemen. It's obvious that I'm going to probably have to do multiple live streams about this budget. Because just the intro alone is beyond me. I never even expected to go this long. Almost the 2 hours. 1 hour and 11 minutes backside. But it's like I said, you know what? Let me hear what she has said. Let me hear what Favour Williams is saying in the budget speech. The other day she couldn't talk, and now she's Mrs. Vavavoom with all the lies and the narratives. Unfreaking believable. Telling a little bit of lie with a little bit of truth, isn't it? Trying to paint a certain type of picture, but not giving you the full picture. My Jamaican people, please wake up. Alright? There's no excuse to be ignorant. There's no excuse to be illiterate anymore. The internet is there. You can look up anything. Make you look at grand pitney help you. Make you look at youth that go to school help you. There's no reason for us to not have an educated class of voters. Educate yourself before you vote. Stop vote because you're die-hearted this and you're die-hearted that. Dash for that. Broke up that. Throw that in a garbage. It can't work in a 2025. You understand? You have to be educated and listen to what these people are saying and watch their actions and compare and contrast. You get me? And that is my message. Big up Andre Stevenson again. And big up Atta for the press. Big up BOJ TV. Zane. And big up all I vlogger them. Big up Jamaica Carlos. Same I deal with. Big up everybody. We ain't lonesome. But all wait. Hey. Me can't wait for you when we ain't lonesome. I will say about this. Big up the general. All melting pot. Jeez and peace. Will Rattigan. Mighty God. Me can't wait for you from them, man. And Daisy, if Daisy is watching me, Daisy, we need you back on the shows. I miss you, Daisy. I miss your perspective. I would love to see you back on the panels, Daisy. So, shout out to Daisy Magazine, alright? That is it. I'm out. Peace. Remember if you like up the live when me done, people. I'm supposed to have 200 likes in that video, you know? We'll go over 200 now. People watching, you know? Make it go 500 likes, guys. 500 likes, yeah? Thank you. I'm out.